Okay, this is 2017. When this question came out, most of them struggled with part 5, but actually, if we don't overthink, we remanipulate everything, it's actually quite simple and quite straightforward. So let's look at it together, okay? I think I may need my calculator for this one. Let me just amend it a little bit. Give me a quick second. Oh, you can see my calculator already. Okay. Okay, because I need to solve, so most probably I need the calculator. All right, so what we have here is that for the first part here, okay, this first one here, not too scary. They just want us to state the amplitude. So the first one is 2 sine x plus 1. Just state the amplitude and period in degrees for both graphs, right? So we have this one is IA. So funny the labeling. Okay, this one is an A here. Okay, IA like that. Okay, so what we have here is that we do amplitude first. So amplitude is just 2, right? Because amplitude refers to this one over here. Then the next thing that we're going to look at is how do we determine the period? There's only one full graph. So in this case, your period will be 360. Okay, easy. Okay, for part B, y2 equals to negative cosine 2x. Wah, terbalik this graph, huh? So amplitude is the one in front. So my amplitude in this case is 1. Okay, but my period, I can see that I have 2 cycles inside here. So in degrees, 360 divided by 2. This one over here is 180. So I got all my answers here, okay? So my 4 answers here, amplitude, period, amplitude, period. Even if they never ask you in part I, right, you have to draw it, okay? Okay, so anyway, now we need to solve. Oh, this is a full trigo question. Love this. Solve with graph with comparison also. Okay, so from here, y1 equals to y2, meaning 2 sine x plus 1 equals to minus cosine 2x. All right, guys, you are never able to solve, right, if the angles are different, okay? So if the angles are different, right, like x2, x, the 3x, 4x, you cannot solve. All the angles must be the same, then you can solve. So by looking at the cosine 2x thing, right, what we can see is it's over here. Okay, so this is the formula that we have. But what do we want to change it to? You think over here you already have a sine x on the left side. So you want to probably change this to sine also, so you can solve it all together. Much easier, ma, correct? So I got 2 sine x plus 1. This is negative. Cosine 2x will be 1 minus 2 sine square x. Not a, yeah? Careful, ah. I always make that kind of stupid mistake when I was a student. Then suddenly everything becomes a. This one is minus 1 plus 2 sine square x. Now it's quadratic, right? Please bring everything over. All right, bring everything over so you can solve it nicely. This is minus 2 equals to 0. All right, so you divide the entire thing by 2 since the right side is 0, right? So just simplify it. Sine x minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, I'm going to cheat with my calculator. Majority of the time, I get the nice answer from here. But when I look at this, right, oh goodness me, why is it like this, right? So you got no choice. How will you do this? You got to solve your quadratic formula. Okay, so to solve quadratic, right, go and rewrite a little bit. Let y equals to sine x. So this is a y squared minus y minus 1 equals to 0. So when I solve this, right, I got my negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, which is 2 times 1, right? Okay, I'm going to write it down in, do I need it in exact? I think it's just degree, right? Okay, if it's degree, I think I can work with, let me just write down, okay, let me just work in exact, huh? Okay, plus minus 1, let me get out. Later, you can always check your answers with the calculator, okay? But now I'm doing it, so I can just do this first. If you are doing on your own, you just go and check. See whether it's the same, just punch in the decimal, see whether it's the same value when you use your menu equation to solve your polynomial. Okay, so what we have from here, I go back up here, okay? So now we have sine x is equals to 1 plus root 5 over 2 or 1 minus root 5 over 2. All right, so I'm pretty sure, right? Oops, sorry. 1 minus root 5 over 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check this 1 minus root 5 over 2. So I'll realize that, okay, so this one here is a positive answer. This one here is a negative answer. What do they want me to solve? All the way, right, until 360. So from here, we're going to start with our basic steps. In your mind, you should be very familiar. Step 1, basic angle. Okay, so basic angle, sine inverse, this guy. Remember, don't need to do for the negative one, okay? So sine inverse 1 plus root 5. Oh my God, what am I doing? Sine inverse 1 plus root 5 over 2. Oh, loading. Oh, how come we got funny answers? Give me a second. You realize we got an error, right? So we need to check a little bit from here. Okay, let me just key this. So this one here is 1 plus root 5 over 2, right? This is 1.6180, where this one over here gives me, let me just change this. So this one over here is like this. So this is negative 0.618. No space. 0.61803. So the good thing is they never test us in terms of they never say exact. So anyway, degree shouldn't be just 1 dp, right? So what we have here is that we got two different answers. So what we always do is we always try to find the basic angle, right? So when I try to find the basic angle of this, right, my calculator gave me a math error. So very quickly we reject this. Want to know the logic behind it? When I have a sine graph, right, the max is already 1. So it cannot be bigger than positive 1. Cannot be smaller than negative 1. So math error. So if you forget, right, don't worry one. Because you see, I got a math error, right? Then I got stunned, right? So what I do is I check my calculation. Everything correct, right? Then I know that one I don't want already. I will just reject it. Okay? So for this one over here, this one can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my basic angle first. Be careful when you find your basic angle. Remember, you do not need to do the negative one. So 0.61803. So this is my basic angle. Okay, so my basic angle is 38.172 degrees. Then which quadrant is this? Since my sign is negative, so I will have it in my third and my fourth quadrant. So when I want it in my third quadrant, so I can solve for x now, right? So x, right, will be, let me store this. Okay, oops, did I manage to store it? Okay, never mind, give up. 180 plus 38.172, that is my third quadrant. So 218.2. Then 360 minus 38.172, that's my fourth quadrant. So that will give me my 321.8. Okay, so what I want you to take note for this part two is quite irritating because a lot of us would get stuck, right? Where we would get stuck here first. Okay, so this crucial thing here, you realize that, hey, why I don't get a nice answer? Then you doubt yourself, you think you got it wrong already. So use your substitution, solve using your quadratic formula. Then list out your quadratic formula in numbers so you know which one to reject. And remember, basic angle, never ever inverse sign your negative. So a lot of things to learn from here. Take note of part 2, okay? Okay, now we're going to part 3. We're supposed to sketch the graphs. Okay, I've forgotten what are the graphs. Part 2 is so long. How many marks is part 2 though? 4 marks? Okay lah. Okay, so the first one is y equals to 2 sine x plus 1. The other one is y equals to negative cosine 2x. Let me do a quick check, make sure I wrote the correct thing. 2 sine x plus 1 minus cosine 2x. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to draw my axis first. Alright, so remember just now above, right? We already found our amplitudes and our periods. So we're going to see from here our amplitude, I do this in blue, okay? So this one here, what we understood is that just now, right, my amplitude was 2, and then what happens here is my max is 2, my minimum is negative 2. So plus 1 plus 1. So this one over here will be 3. This one over here will be negative 1. So draw your dotted lines. Okay, so we draw our dotted lines from here. What's the middle of this one? The middle is actually 1. Why do I want to draw this? So I know where to start. Okay, So from here, I just need my typical sine graph will do. How's the period? Period is 360, right? So since it's 360, what I have here is I put in 360 here, put in 180 here. Always put through all the intervals, okay? So 90 over here and 270. Oh, I love degree, thank God, man. Okay, so this one here will come down to here, like that. Then after that, this one, oops, too much, too much. Okay, wait, I make it nicer. The max will be at 90, and this one will be here, right? Oh my God, not so symmetrical. This one lowest, and then come up highest will be over here. Okay, my graph not very symmetrical, but make sure you can see your touch. Touch at where? Touch at 90. Okay, this one must be at 180. This one must be 270. This one must be 360. Once you are done, please label. Y equals to 2 sine x plus 1. Okay, let's draw the next one here. So the next one here, this one quite okay because this one the highest, the max is 1. The minimum also 1. The only problem is this is my cosine graph, but I must tombalik this graph here. So what we have from here is that I need to have two different cycles. So two different cycles must cut like that. Okay, so the first one you're going to start here. We're going to get our mountain instead. So instead of 1 to negative 1, we're going to start from here. So this one go to here, highest point. Ayo, why like that? This one come to here, highest point. This one come to here. This one come down like that. Okay, my graph not very nice, but there's one set. Okay, then one more set here, and one more set here. So this one here will be upside down, two sets, right? So this one here will be y equals to negative cosine 2x. Okay, so upside down because of the negative, and then because of the period, you get two cycles from here. Okay, done. Okay, let's look at part 4. Okay, so for part 4, they say find the set of values for which this is more than this. Remember, it's all related, okay? Y1 minus Y2. So Y1 is y1 minus y2, right, is more than 0. So how to see? A lot of us will think, then I must find the minus. How to minus? But you see, I can rearrange this. I can rearrange into y1 more than y2. What's y1? Y1 is, so that means what we have is the 2 sine x plus 1, right, is more than negative cosine 2x. So you rearrange it this way. So then don't forget, don't remember. Don't forget, just now, right, we solve a few things. What did we solve? We solve, right, when these two graphs are equal. What do they mean by these two graphs are equal? It means that they intersect. So where is this intersection point? Here. This is the intersection. This is the intersection. This one was 218.2. This one was 321.8. Right? So it's linked. So if they never ask you to solve, then I'm sorry, you have to solve. But so this question actually they guided you, right? So what we want is we want the blue graph to be higher than the green graph. Let's see where is that, okay? So from here to here, right? Your blue graph is higher all the way until here. Then from here to here, your blue graph is higher. So what we're going to do is we're just going to state the range law. Okay, so what I want you to see is that this part here, blue is not higher, it's equal, okay? But all the way from the start. So from the start from here, 0 to x, right? 0 degrees to x, right? You want to put degrees also, no problem. Until where? Until 218.2. Can you see or not? This is inclusive because here is higher, but this is not inclusive because at this point they are equal. Where's the other one? The other one, right, it will be x, will be 321.8, not inclusive, but at 360, right, they include. So this one will be like that. Okay, so for this particular question, please review part 2 and part 4. It's a killer for most students, so just be careful, yeah? Take note of this one, okay?